It's a little sweaty now, mate.
Oh, sweaty.
That was a good jam. I like how it was in D, but it wasn't like, chin chin. You know, it wasn't drop for you.
Yeah.
It was drop for me.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's so funny because I was like trying to fix. That's so funny.
So I was
That makes
super
sense.
Low note
It,
that you
it
can
never
get.
registered, and that never crossed. That never crossed my mind.
Yeah,
You were
it's
accessing
because
this low D.
yeah, it's because that's in the Medusa DNA
Hey-o.
with the Ty.
That's funny.
Ty was a drop guy with that. Well, no, he had that fifth string.
Ty,
Yeah,
the
and
first
isn't that-
bassist,
what's
for
that?
those wondering.
Oh yeah. Isn't
Tyler Smith.
that fifth string a B?
I don't know, bro. It's tuned to D.
It's a B.
It's
yeah,
a B.
the fifth
I'm
one is
pretty sure it's a B.
Yeah, it's a B.
Oh, it's B.
Facts.
Yeah, the top
Yep.
string on a 5-string
Is a B.
I guess that makes sense.
If it's tuned to standard, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
that-
he was just hitting the D.
That jam was fun, dude. The first thing you started out with, I could not.
No, I
I could, but I was trying to jam in a certain way, I guess, and it wasn't it wasn't the airy note thing. So I was trying to lock in a way.
Yeah.
I couldn't find.
the only way I could follow him is by, like, every time the one comes, I just hit the E and then.
I was just trying to find the one too.
Feel it out.
That's
yeah.
all. That's all.
Well, and
then
it
we
all
were-
started with a little rhythmic motif you started, and then I picked up on it, and I was like, "Ooh, we'll do that for a while."
Did you know what you were doing, in like time signatures wise?
I think it was 8.
I don't think it was 8.
There's no way it was 8.
I think it was 8.
A really complicated 8, dude.
There's no way.
I mean, we got it recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can figure it out.
I'm gonna figure it out.
I'd like to figure it out. It could be 7.
It's totally possible that I was just overwhelmed
But
in
I
the
was-
moment, and it was simpler. But it was. I was having trouble.
No, I
The
cou-
bottom-
I
the
realized if I stopped to count it, I would lose it.
I didn't think it was the same every time, or I just couldn't find it,
It was.
every single time.
Yeah, it was the same thing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't mind jamming in odd times, to be clear.
Yeah,
But
neither do
I was like trying to find out what
Usually
it was,
I
and
can find it.
nobody did know.
Yeah,
Not even
exactly.
Alex was like, I don't know.
Exactly.
Yep.
Sometimes that's the best. Sometimes when you do write odd times, though, you write the
By
feeling
feel.
first,
Yeah.
and then you go back and count it.
That makes sense.
Yep.
A lot of people do that. I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That might be the way. I don't know. I don't do it a lot.
Well, the trick is to get it to be odd without it feeling odd. That's
Yeah.
That's
Well, yeah, if you
or
can get
it
an
can
odd feeling
feel.
in
Without
even.
it feeling odd in your body.
yeah.
That's what you
Like
mean.
it makes sense, but it's odd time.
Well, like
know.
Little Bit of Love does. I always forget that that's in 5/4
Oh yeah.
because it feels like.
I think it
that's
helps. I saw like somebody who was giving a lesson on drums while they were doing he was doing like a 5 with his left hand, and he was able to talk while he was doing it. So then he knew that the other side of his brain was available to do the 7 over top of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's interesting. But when he was doing the 5, he would count it as 5, but then he would change it to just a like catchy, like syllable thing, like
Yeah, how you
bop,
accent it,
bop,
yeah.
bop, 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 or whatever the fuck it is. That's
Yeah.
not 5. But yeah, and I was like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, nobody's actually counting. Most people aren't counting the numbers. They're feeling it
Yeah.
after they know what it is.
Sometimes
yeah.
it's nice. I remember like the first time I heard like some odd times. It would be fun for me to count it and be like, oh, this is weird.
Guitar off. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, I
It's a
know.
little heavy.
On your back.
Oh yeah.
Heavy on my soul.
Oh! Yeah.
Hey, on my back. Wrong key.
Yeah, dude.
That is the drums.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna do a ta-ta-tsh, but you just played the intro. How's everybody doing? It's Jam
Yeah, it's
Brian.
true.
No.
Jam Brian.
Yeah, we were talking
Jam
to
brain.
each other yesterday about this in the group text, and sometimes the word brain comes out as Brian. And Hunter joked that Van Brian is the genie that arises when
Jam
we
Brian.
jam. Well, Brian was in the house today, boys.
Yeah.
He was sitting right over there. Oh, Boba.
Boba is our Brian, bro.
Well, he
Excuses.
takes that form.
Yeah.
He takes that for him.
Yeah.
It's his window into the
Yeah, but
world.
Justin also sent an AI generated image of a genie. That was Jam Brian to the
Yeah.
chat today, and
Well,
that was
that'll probably be
nice.
the thumbnail of this video that you clicked
Oh,
on.
will it?
Yeah. Why
Oh,
not?
cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Dude, have we ever told the people that the cover was made with AI?
I don't know.
Hey,
The-
just so you guys know, the cover of Blood and Honey was made with AI
But we did use a real artist, Wes,
to design it.
to design the whole package.
graphics.
And if you look at our logo, it's like a close-up of that portion of that, like it's overlaid on top of it.
Yeah.
And just the way it makes sense with the way Wes's direction.
Yeah.
It's like if we were to take a photograph and give it to him,
Exactly.
he would still do stuff to it.
The best part about it is that we tried.
Oh yeah.
We tried like to not use AI. I think because of me.
Yeah. Well, we wanted to have
think so.
Wes do it if
We
possible.
wanted to have someone do it, the art. We wanted to have someone draw. Oh yeah, it was just Wes design it,
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we thought about how somebody to draw it too,
Yeah.
didn't we?
It just didn't. Well, that was Wes.
Yeah.
He drew it
didn't
out.
draw it though, did he? Like literally draw it.
Oh no,
No.
he had his own take on like the dripping blood and honey thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was a bunch of different mediums that we tried, but AI art ended up being the best.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah,
Literally.
it just seemed too easy to have the mock-up be the thing.
Yeah,
But
so
in
we
this
didn't
case,
pick
would
it
just-
from the start.
Yeah, that's why.
But it ended up being the thing. So sometimes that happens. Sometimes the draft is.
But it's like if
the
you were
thing.
to take 1,000 photographs and you pick the one that speaks to you.
Yeah.
That's how I look at
AI.
using AI art in that
Have you ever heard?
sense.
Have you ever heard Billy Corgan talk about AI
Oh no.
on the Howard Stern show? Because he talks about how the skill. Well, what it ends up being is just a skill of discernment.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever is like, so it's not, because you're
Still
just choosing
has the human
from.
element.
It has an element to it, but if somebody's just picking, give me the best, or give me 100 rap beats, and then they don't like any of them, and then they're like, all right, well, give me like 100 generated rap beats based off of the top 100 rap songs in the last 10 years, and then they find one they really like, and then they use that one, and it happens to be really good
Yeah.
because they know it sounds good.
Yeah.
I don't know, and
It's
they and
the
they
same
and they
exact
know what
thing.
to plug in. That's just interesting.
I would agree that's
Yeah.
just a tool then at that point.
I think that's where it gets scary. My thing is like, I felt myself backed into a corner once. Well, logically, when I was like just thinking about search engines as AI, because that's all that is.
That's all that is.
That's all that is. Which also, dude, have you guys? Oh my God, I feel like my brain's going a mile a minute now.
Now's the time.
Dude, watched the best video. It was just like 3 unsolved, like, I guess you'd call them like thought experiments.
Let me hit that, babe.
There's like the the Chinese room. Have you ever heard of these? The Chinese room
That's
and
a
then
song title for
Mary's
sure.
room.
Mary's room.
Yeah. The Chinese room is the most interesting one though, but I might butcher it trying to explain it. But it's talking about consciousness and when you consider something conscious. Because there's a lot of layers
Like
to it.
at what point does it become?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
in a nutshell, and you might not be able to get the whole picture from this, but in a nutshell, it's a guy who's in a room, and he's never seen, he has no contact with the outside world, and there's one woman that comes to his door every day. And like he gets food and water through tubes and shit, like sent through his thing. But then there's one woman who's a Chinese woman that comes to his room every day and gives him notes under his door, but he can't read Chinese. But there's a book in there that has like Chinese on written on one side, and then it has an arrow pointing to another thing of Chinese, and he has no idea what he's saying, but it's like he's so desperate for communication that he starts passing notes with the woman in Chinese, having no idea what he's saying. And it turns out the book he's using is like the woman is falling in love with the guy because everything that the book is having him say is like, it's apparently hitting it spot on, whatever it is. So then the question is, this is the literally the epitome of it, and I can't remember the question of the thought experiment. Is what is the question that you ask then, based on those conditions? You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. But it's like, at what point is it considered intelligence? Because he like doesn't know what he's saying, but he's aware enough to know that he doesn't know what he's saying.
But that it's having an effect.
But it's and then it's like. I don't know. It's really interesting.
So it's almost along the lines of like when we were talking before, where I was like, I mean, I bet animals think, they just don't think in like words.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So where's the line?
So
You know
where's
what I
the
mean?
line?
It's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much
yeah.
what it is. And there's a couple more distinctions that you can make that makes it even trickier with your brain. That's before the one I just said. That it's like, oh yeah, that's really weird. Which is like, what is it? It's, oh fuck, it's not gonna come to me.
Well, you might think of it later,
Yeah.
so we can get to it. But that makes me think. I've also thought, if you look at like single-celled organisms and then like animal life and then us, it's like this trajectory. So we'd almost be like ignorant to believe that we're the animus ultima, the
Totes.
final,
Yeah.
the final
Yeah.
form of life.
Toads.
Oh yeah.
So does it get incorporated to machinery? Like, is that trajectory of tool usage going to hit a singularity where all of a sudden,
We're all tools.
yeah. Well, that's some would say that's already happened, mate.
That tool usage thing is interesting though, because like dolphins will have like, they have their like what, like sonar.
What they fuck
Sonar built into
they make
their
blowfish fuck them.
No, that's so funny that you're like dolphins make blowfish fuck them, dude.
That's tool
And I'm like,
use.
that's true. They don't they get high off of it or something? No, they get high off of blowfish too.
I think
yeah.
that's what I'm talking
No,
about.
no. The thing that they do is they'll take, apparently,
This is the clippable thing anyway.
apparently they take decapitated fish.
Decapitated
and
fish, yeah.
Basically use them as a fleshlight.
The fleshlight, yeah.
Decapitated fleshlight. That's,
But they also
metal
get high
blade
off
too.
of some puffer gas shit or some
They
shit.
get puffed.
But also I'm saying that they have like something built. It's like bats too. They have like the technology is built inside them.
Yeah,
Like
echolocation. with
sonar
the
and
clicks.
echolocation
Yeah,
and
Dolphin
like
clicks.
what all we did was build it outside of us.
Well, the idea of us using tools is basically like
So
this
it's
is
like, I
this
don't
is
know.
something that this is cool. This is along the same lines, where they measured the like speed of all mammals, like effectiveness, and like the most effective was like, I don't know, it wasn't a gazelle, but something like that, like an animal built for speed.
Sure.
You know? And humans weren't even close. We're like not effective at all. But if you measure any of those to a human with a bicycle, it's not even it's so far above
Right.
any natural animal.
Right.
So what we do is
That's
use
insane.
tools to augment the functionality of like our body, because we're just these minds
Yeah.
driving this skeleton suit.
Yeah.
We can augment everything about the natural world. Like we have that ability
Yeah.
to shape the world around
It's like
us.
we're not patient enough for evolution.
Well,
Yeah,
no, we're not. Well, if
Or-
you look at D&D, that's how humans are in D&D.
Or our
Over
evolution
elves.
isn't good for us right now.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. That could be it too.
Yeah. I think it's our evolution isn't good enough. I don't know. I think it's it's thoughts in our brain and not knowing what to do with them. I swear. It's our thoughts that alienate us from the world and makes us think that we're not part of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we just think we're just like thinking beings running around trying to conquer the world all the time and forgetting that we're a part of it. I honestly think, and then like we all get lost in our heads, and I think that's where we like get defensive and try to like conquer everything and screw everything up. You know?
Totally.
I forget what you said that made me think of that. There was something else piggyback off of that.
Well, if it was just you and survival and the nature and whatever, your thoughts would be different, and you wouldn't have
Yeah.
like nearly as many. If you were to sort the thoughts that you have on a daily life, most of them would be not even. They would be different thoughts. They would be more simplified.
Sure.
And
Thoughts
so
of survival.
With all those things come complications, and yeah, you know, we're never gonna. Once you realize you're never gonna be understood fully or
Yeah.
fully understand someone else, you know, then you can.
That
start
just happened to me this morning. I wasn't understood, and I was so frustrated.
Oh yeah.
It sucked.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, God damn it, Hunter, you did it again. You cared too damn much.
Whoa,
Yeah.
It's like a point, and then you get after the emotion's gone, and you're like, why the fuck did I give a shit about that point so much? That wasn't even my point to make. It's like, Jesus Lord, dude.
Yeah.
And it's all just being wrapped around an idea in your mind, a piece of language
Well, also
that seems to define you in the moment.
the way
in
that we
concrete. It's like,
respond
oh my goodness.
as animals is that there's a visceral response that is confused as like a fight response. You know what
Sure.
I mean? So it's like I had that today where I went to get like something from McDonald's, and they weren't doing breakfast anymore. But the way everybody was parked and how backed up they were, I still had to wait there for the
Yeah.
other car to move.
Yeah.
And he wasn't moved up enough, and I was just like realizing myself being really pissed in the moment.
Yeah.
But at the same time being like, see, you don't need to be pissed. It's totally fine. You're gonna wait 3, maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. But I still had the feeling.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Yeah.
it's like, even though my brain was like, nope, you're good. You're not gonna
Yeah.
pay anything more into this. I still, you know.
It's true.
And those are two things that happen. You
Yeah.
know, you're gonna instinctually feel a way about things.
But you
So
recognize,
you have to almost have to fight against that.
in a way, though,
Yep.
your recognition of the feeling
Oh yeah.
and the bit of language
Oh,
is
yeah.
so profound, because then you recognize it as, this is a feeling in my body, and then already that loses some of its power.
Yeah.
Oh,
And once
yeah.
you acknowledge that, you know what I mean, and you're just like, okay, like
Oh yeah.
this is gonna pass.
Well, it's like
Especially
that's-
if I just realize that.
everything happens in a cycle. So every problem that you have, every reaction that you have that is bad or that you wish you had made a different choice will
It'll come up
continue
again.
to happen
Yeah.
until you change.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, if you can just get a little better each time at recognizing it, like, you know,
Oh,
even
yeah.
if it's right after it happens, you're pretty close.
Self-awareness.
You know?
is cool- is
Self-awareness
key.
to the point where you interrupt the process
Interrupt the process.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what the goal
of
is.
like to me, which is like getting distracted or lost in thought and emotion.
You can't expect you to not feel it,
Yeah.
but you can interrupt the process
Exactly.
of it becoming
Invading.
worse.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly, and like feeling like it's defining you and invading your well-being.
Absolutely.
Well,
It's so crazy.
I was always taught when I was young to not repress my emotions, but to not let them control my actions.
Totally.
Yeah,
Like,
that's really well said.
and I like always.
There's like a middle ground.
Yeah, it's a middle ground.
Let
yeah.
it be, but don't let it control you.
Being
Yeah.
human. Being
You
human.
can-
That's a
can-
tough thing to do.
You can still control your behavior in spite of your emotions.
Sure.
You know, and I
Unless you're Will Smith at the Oscars.
Hey
or,
yo.
or anybody on The Sopranos.
Sorry, it
That-
popped right in my head.
Yeah, no, that was a good one. That was
Keep
a
Will
ridiculous.
Smith's name out your fucking mouth.
He just like busts out
Yeah,
here like
yeah.
Kool-Aid Man
Yeah.
and smacks the shit out of me.
Hey, hold on a
Well,
second.
not
I gotta
even
take
that
this
bad.
call.
You're good, brother.
We got a caller on the pod. It's cool. So we're gonna talk quietly because he's on the phone. but we don't want to have dead air.
Whisper.
Yo, did you play any video games this summer? Or you've been too busy.
Oh, dude, I just started playing Subnautica.
Oh, that's the one where you're trapped in a underground.
Yeah.
It's survival.
Yeah, you crash land into the ocean and on an alien planet. And then it's a survival game in the ocean.
Is there like a plot to it, or you're like that you find out along the way?
There is a plot. Yeah,
Or is
there
it
a
just
plot.
like try not to get sharked
I think there's a plot.
and starve?
I could be wrong though. But there's mission. I'm pretty sure there's missions.
Yeah, that's cool though. I think Anthony was telling me about that at last summer's Three Storm.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I just got Hobot News. Name drop. Just send me hot sauce.
Oh yeah. Did you try it?
I had it at Summer 3 Storm.
Yeah.
And then I got
I
some
like it.
more.
It's not that.
It's not hot.
No, but I ate the whole bottle in a week because I was putting on everything.
Yeah.
So
It's
it made
not
me
hot,
think. No,
but it's fantastic.
it's not unhot, but it's not like a burn your asshole.
No.
Take one little
He
bit.
should
of it,
have one that's like
Hotter.
Hot.
for sure.
Yeah.
But this was like replacing my ketchup in the morning, and eggs or whatever.
Exactly.
It's just I
I
went through
was
that bottle
eating
in 1 week, dude.
I was eating it on my breakfast
Dude, I
sandwiches.
had it so much.
It's
yeah.
it's really good on breakfast,
So
like eggs and sausage.
Yeah, it made me feel like I want a hot sauce like that. Like that's that's like a market that I don't know. It's like not quite like sriracha.
Yeah. It's more applicable, more accessible on multiple items.
It just has a good flavor to it.
Amazing flavor.
Yeah.
It does have like a. What's weird is there's like no tomatoes in it,
Really?
and it almost has like a tomatoey
Yeah.
base.
That's what I'm saying. Like
because it
on the
replaced your
breakfast sandwich.
ketchup.
Yeah.
And I felt the same way, and I
Sorry
looked at
about
it, and
that,
I was
y'all.
like, nope,
Very good.
cool. I was like, no tomatoes.
That is weird.
That's just
So yeah, if you want a hot
Peppers.
sauce for the flavor of it and for just a little bit of like spice,
yeah, like
that's what I would do.
it's incredible.
Get you some Hobot. Plus, there's like a
Wow.
market of like those hot
You
sauce
good?
guys try to outdo
Yeah,
each
my
other.
kid's a little under the weather. We were just figuring out a time we can take her in.
Gotcha.
Sorry to hear that.
Yep. She's
Can happen.
probably fine, but it's just going to be annoying.
You took off your things, and then I realized that those aren't your headphones. You have ones under them.
In ears.
Yeah, double
In yours.
ply. Double ply isolation, dude.
Double ply ISO.
Yeah.
That's cool. What about you, Alex? You still playing the Diablo?
No, they
Oh.
fucking screwed that game all up.
Alex,
the season.
I want
Diablo,
to
yeah.
I want to bug him then. Subnautica.
Oh, I love that game.
Okay, cool. I
Oh,
just
you've been
started
playing
playing that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
On the
Subnautica.
Switch. You probably played it on PC.
Yeah, I played it on.
It's probably way better.
Yeah,
but-
and I played it on Xbox too.
Oh, cool. You did?
Yeah, I played it twice. It's
Oh,
really
cool.
fun.
Oh, sick.
I was like looking for an exploration game, and I was looking at No Man's Sky,
No
Yeah.
Man's Sky is great.
but Subnautica was on sale and like so cheap. It was only like $10.
Oh shit.
dude, I'll tell you right now,
I was
Subnautica
like, what the fuck?
is fucking chef's kiss.
That's
good.
what I thought. I
That
looked
game's
at
amazing.
the ratings are like there's like 10,000 reviews and it's like 10 out of 10 stars.
Yeah.
So I was like, what
Uh,
the fuck?
Yeah, it's one of the best games that came out in its
Yeah.
era.
I'm really excited. to
Graphics
play
are real
it.
good. Oh, you haven't started it yet?
Well, I mean, just started it, and I'm trying to fix the first pod. I guess that you wake up in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it needs repaired. I need to make a repair tool.
That sounds cool.
It's right in the beginning. You're like,
Oh
dude,
yeah,
that
you're
sounds awesome. Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah, you're super early.
It's really oh yeah, I just
You're
started.
super early. Yeah,
I
that
think
game.
Danica would like it too, just to
Yeah.
like explore and cruise around.
It is not multiplayer. That is the one.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
no.
yeah, that is the one downside
just
to
for,
it.
Yeah, I didn't think it was,
But there's like really great base creation in it,
yeah,
and a really good progression. The vehicles you get are super
Yeah.
cool and really enjoyable to drive and
Right.
to use to navigate. It's all underwater.
yeah.
It's so good.
It seems, and there's like there's so much depth to the map.
Oh
It seems like it goes very far down,
yes.
Mm.
Yeah,
and I'm very excited to check out the map.
it's huge. There's a
Yeah.
lot to explore.
Yeah.
You're gonna have some moments that your mind is kind of blown.
Oh, I'm
with
sure.
the feeling it gives you when you play it.
Oh, nice.
Like there's some like scary moments.
Oh, I've already
It's-
had some feelings of terror and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, it feels like I'm there. Okay, let's go.
Did you ever play Minecraft?
Just a little. I played it for like 5 hours at Alex's house.
I
Like 7 years ago.
I feel like you should try that next.
I would be due. I mean, I would. Yeah, that's fair.
like as far
I'm
as
due.
like what you just described, like like exploration, openness.
Yeah, but Minecraft
feelings
is
of, like,
so
terror.
blocks.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can get mods for it. I mean,
Okay.
but yeah, some people that
Well,
might be a barrier of entry.
It is,
But for
yeah.
me, when I started playing it, there was a moment where I was down underground and like a skeleton popped out, and
Yeah.
I had fear, and I was like, "Whoa, the graphics don't matter. It's just the gameplay's
That's
that
true.
good."
I mean,
Yeah.
I liked whatchamacallit, the one that's like that, but 2D.
Terraria.
Terraria.
Yeah.
Or Terraria, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, graphics necessarily aren't, I don't
And
need
Minecraft
that.
is just so large.
I
You
was
can do
just
so
very
many
much
things.
into, like, I could have gone without any enemies or survival and just cruised around on the map.
yeah.
So I was like,
But the nice thing is, Subnautica is it really sucks you in. It's super immersive.
yeah. That's
I'm
how I
gonna check
feel
that out.
about
You
it.
said like $10 on the
Yeah.
Switch?
Oh yeah.
It's $10 on the Switch right now.
Yeah.
You can't beat it. I think it's a $30 game.
Yeah.
And it's already a cheap game. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That makes me want to buy it.
it's so good.
Yeah. It's fucking
Subnautica
awesome.
is like top notch
And
game.
yeah, have you guys played No Man's Sky?
Yep.
No, but my friend
Yeah.
said that it's really good.
Is
It's
that
got
good,
a lot
worth
of
playing
expanse.
too for the same reasons?
Oh yeah,
Like
it's
of
insane.
exploration, I mean?
I mean, when it comes to exploration,
That's the best one?
it's everything's procedurally generated, and they
Yeah.
say that there's like
That's
as
how Minecraft
many
is, too.
star systems in the game
Yeah.
as there are star systems in the known
That's
universe.
it.
I know. How crazy is that?
Yeah, like
that makes me want to buy it so bad.
They said it would take like 65,000 years or something
Yeah.
like that to explore everything.
I know
I
I'm
don't
going
rem-
to get it.
I'm fudging the numbers. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's like
It's a number with a lot of
Massive.
zeros.
it is
Put it that way.
fucking massive.
Yo,
Yeah.
I heard a thing about cards the other day from Neil deGrasse
Like playing
Tyson.
cards?
Yeah, like it's
Oh.
impossible to get. If you shuffle a playing card, it's impossible to get the same results
Oh, yeah.
because the number. He said something like if you gave 1 trillion people a deck of cards and had them
Yeah.
all shuffle it, there would only be a 20% chance that anything would repeat.
right.
And so it's conceivable to say that in the history of cards since they were invented, no two shuffles have been the same.
That's insane.
Yeah. Because you have to multiply it 52 times 51 times 50 times 49 times whatever, like down.
Oh,
so the
right.
number is trillions of combinations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really
Isn't that
amazing.
insane?
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
amazing. Thanks for that one.
Yeah.
That's a good nugget.
It's definitely like
I like
similar
things that make
to
my
like,
brain go like just crack, and I can't fathom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's more galaxies than
Stretch it.
grains of sand.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Something like that.
things that make you feel like your brain is being stretched by the
Exactly.
size of what you're trying to imagine or think about.
Yeah.
That's
Yo, I got to say, I've been playing Baldur's Gate 3. I don't know if you've
It goes back to the
I don't
game.
know if you know about that at all.
What's
but
that?
I know about
It's
it.
Baldur's Gate 3. It's like D&D.
Okay.
So they perfectly made a D&D game.
Yeah.
And there's it's like a 50-hour game, 70-hour game, but there's over 250 hours of cutscenes. Like it's more than like series of shows.
yeah.
Because of how different the possibilities can be. And like anybody can die and anybody can be a quest giver or like somebody that you would use later. And it's just the fractal of how much you affect what's going on
Nice.
in this game is
Yeah.
like mind-boggling.
That's awesome.
Nice.
And the customization and it uses the D&D rules. So if you know D&D, like you would pick it up right away.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
turn-based combat. And like you can do a bunch of shit that you wouldn't expect you could do. It's like really open to the imagination. Like you can go in and just like, convince a bad guy to be on your side. You don't have to
Nice.
like
Yeah.
kill everybody. You can do it any different number of
Nice.
ways.
Yeah.
So that's currently the highest rated game of all time right now.
Holy shit.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
And,
it's
and
really
the
good.
entire industry is freaking out.
That's
like
crazy.
devs are posting like slam pieces on it, being like, "Oh, like gamers are spoiled if they think that this is going to be the new standard. Like they spent 7 years on that game. Like obviously like no games can be this good. Like don't expect games to be like." And the backlash to that is people being like, "What do you mean? Like spend more time on your game then. Like this is the new standard whether you like it or not."
Yeah.
And the game devs do not like it.
Yeah.
No, well, gaming's kind of been in an interesting spot lately. I mean, most of my attention is to indie developers,
Right, with
because
AAA games. It's
than AAA games
Yeah.
because they make better games, more fun, more enjoyable. Like Sea of Thieves, man. Like Sea of Thieves is a game that's super
You've
fun.
been playing that
but
for a long while now.
I haven't played it
Is
in
that
a
first
while.
a first
Oh,
person
okay.
pirate game? Is that
Yeah.
what that is?
Yeah, and
I remember you playing that.
oh yeah, I loved that game. Super great game, but I mean, Like they were an indie developer. They are an indie developer.
I mean,
And that's-
Vampire Survivor.
Yeah.
I
Vampire
mean,
Survivor.
Undertale. I mean, there's been a lot of popular indie games.
Yeah. I mean, Rocket League. I'm pretty sure Psyonix wasn't a huge company then.
Did you see how long it was?
Yep. We're at 41
Oh, cool.
and 30 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah, we're doing good.
The games I'm playing right now are Rocket League, and then Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out.
Is that like a Jason type game where you?
Yeah, it's like the family versus victims, and
That's
then you
kinda
get
cool.
That is cool.
you play.
It's like a hide and seek type game, right?
yeah, kind of.
You can play as the bad guy, and then you try to kill him, or you try to get away.
Yeah. It's an asymmetrical horror game, is what they would
Oh.
call. Yeah. So there's 3 of us and 4 of them,
Okay.
and our job is to patrol numerous different exits, and their job is to get out of those exits. And one person has to play as Leatherface, and then we just go around and kill the fuck out of people.
I liked the Friday the 13th game. That was fun.
Yeah, Friday the 13th was good. It was kind of
is
fucked
it
up.
Yeah.
Is it a horror game? Like
It's like
first
a
person?
multiplayer online
Oh,
game.
okay, gotcha.
So like
Yeah.
you lobby in and you're either assigned to be Jason or a camper.
Oh, gotcha.
And then the campers have to get away, and
That's cool.
Jason gets to see where they are and like go. You just have to go murder all these kids.
Nice.
Yeah, he's
and
like
various ways you can kill Jason and like
Nice.
slow him down. And
he's
it's a lot of
OP,
fun.
but if the counselors work together,
yeah, you can
Then-
slow him down.
then yeah, you can like slow him down and mitigate his powers, and then you can get out.
But it's cool. You have to like find the car keys to like get into the car to start the car up, and like certain things like that where you're like, "Ugh," and then you hear the like when he gets close.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
And he can teleport and do like shit where he just pops out of nowhere.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's super fun.
You
Oh,
play-
is
you
it
played
like
that,
that?
for Xbox?
It's
Oh, you don't
I
have
think so.
Xbox.
Well, it's on PlayStation 5, so it's probably on Xbox.
it's similar to
That's
that.
gonna be my next purchase, dude.
Do you have Game Pass?
No.
Do you have an Xbox?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, once you get one, because I have a.
I was
a
gonna get a
PS5.
PS5.
Get the Game Pass. I mean the PlayStation Plus. It's stupid because they make you pay. There's 3 tiers of it.
Oh,
now.
the PS Plus. Oh.
But the second tier is like
Yeah, I know
comes
what
out
you're
to being like $9 a month, which gives you all these free games to download.
Cool.
And try,
Man, I've
yeah.
been playing so many more games because of that.
Oh,
and
yeah,
games
dude.
for the kids, you know.
I-
So like Danica might see a game that you wouldn't normally buy.
Totally.
It's funny. I'm like, we got kids. You got a girlfriend.
I
That's
want
the same
I
thing.
want to get it so she can play like Sims and shit.
Sims.
It's so stupid not being
Sim-
able to play.
I'm pretty sure I know Sims
on-
is
it's on.
either on one of them or both of the PlayStation,
Yeah.
the new PlayStation and new Xbox.
Okay.
We
For sure.
played Sims on Xbox.
Yeah, I hope it's
Together.
on PS5. That would be ideal.
What's that
'Cause I
game?
want the PS5.
What's that game? Zombie. The zombie game where it's fucking hard as shit. That looks like The Sims kind of. We were talking about that.
Project Zomboid?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not on any console, is it?
No, but it's hard
Yeah.
as fuck.
Yeah, it's really
And
fun.
it looks like The Sims.
Dude, they like one of the cool things I liked about that game is after like a certain amount of time, the electricity in houses won't work anymore.
Yeah.
And then after a certain amount of time, the water will stop working because like these places aren't being serviced and ran.
So you have
eventually-
to make plans before that time.
Oh yeah, one of the things that people do is like they'll go around and find all like the buckets and stuff, and they'll just constantly use the water and fill up a bunch of buckets and put them in cabinets. And then when the
game
water
is
shuts
insane because
Yeah.
you probably won't last that long. You die and then you make a new guy and then your guy is just a zombie out there.
that is another. Cool
So you can
thing.
go like loot the stuff off your other guy.
Yeah. No, that game was really cool. Mandy and I were playing it. You could split screen on computer, so we were
Oh, that's
playing
cool.
together.
Nice.
That was fun.
Anyway, yeah, it feels good to just bullshit with you guys about
Oh.
not ban stuff.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
it does. It's been a minute since we were able to do this.
Yeah,
Hundo.
we've had a busy-ish summer between all 3 of us
Oh yeah.
doing vacations.
We should probably say something about releasing our album.
Yeah, we just released the album.
We released the album.
we
pretty
released
cool.
the album.
Oh yeah,
Blood
Just in case
and
you didn't
honey.
hear it.
it feels good to have done that.
It is on Spotify
All of the 5s.
and it's on the iTunes.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You-
on the places.
on
where you
YouTube,
listen
too.
It's on
to music.
YouTube.
It's the video below.
It's on all the things.
On our
You
page.
should listen to it,
And if you're
Tell us what
listening
you think
to this,
about it.
you should subscribe.
and you should like and subscribe.
Hit that bell
Hit that bell.
and
Smack that bell,
And
dude.
click on the link in the description for the Patreon too.
That would be cool.
Like literally, this jam that is in this jam, we have the wave of this jam and all other jams, and you get them for free.
yeah.
And
Yours.
it's-
Well, for
and
$1
it's
a
$1.
month. Yeah.
$1.
Yep. Patreon. And then what's the other thing?
Free for
Check
that.
out our merch store. Our merch store is
Oh
super
yeah,
dope.
we just did new merch, a new acquisition with the merch store. So we have many new items available,
It's true.
and we're gonna have a reissue of the skull shirt. I might put that up today, but
Hey,
new stuff
yeah.
all the
It'll
time.
be a lot easier for us to get new merch out to you quicker
Yep.
Yep.
and have new products more recent.
Yep.
I mean, more consistently.
Those Mountain Dew logo cups look fucking sick.
Oh, I love them. I love
Yeah.
them. Those are so cool.
Yep.
It's good stuff. Pretty happy about that quality of those products.
Yeah.
Coming out
it is-
good.
It is good.
100%.
Yeah.
Those tees,
Love them.
comfy.
So yeah, we got some shows coming up on the horizon, and why do we start talking about this stuff?
Oh yeah, I was just like, hey, you're like, hey dude, so glad we didn't talk about
Yeah,
band
yeah.
stuff, and I was like, well, we did release the album.
Yeah. No, you're right.
we have
though.
to tell them that.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. That was all valuable stuff, and we don't say it enough on the Van Brains that
No.
we're a band and have stuff to sell.
The main thing is, if you want to help us, do the Patreon.
Yeah.
If you're watching this video
That's
and
the
you
best
want to
way.
help us, that's the best way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So that's
And you can always throw some extra bones in the tip jar too on the link tree.
that is true.
Mm-hmm.
Another easy way.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to dumb shit.
Cool.
You
Back
know what
to
the
dumb
you know
shit.
the thought I never got to say was?
Huh? What?
It's so funny. It's still there.
Good.
It's still there. Well, we were talking about thoughts, dude.
Oh yeah.
And there's this guy Joseph Goldstein, who he's like a practiced Buddhist, but he like has lectures where he like shares, the words of the Buddha, but he like picks out the good stuff, in a way, like stuff that's accessible. But the one thing he said, it wasn't what the Buddha said, but it was just what he said about it, was that we are dealing with the exact same mind the Buddha had, and it's been how long? 2000. It would be 2,500 years or something
Yeah.
since he existed, and our minds operate and function like the exact same way, dealing with the same problems,
Yeah.
with with like stress, anxiety, and depression nowadays, all that shit.
Yep.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Same shit, and
that
it's
is
been
wild.
that long. Because I think we were talking about evolution or something, and all that.
We're the
So
same. We're the same humans.
I was like, we're the same. Yeah, the
Yeah.
humans are still the same,
Yeah.
really.
We've just expanded our tool usage.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
but our thoughts and the way we experience ourselves, like first person, is the same.
Yeah.
That's
That
fucking
is
mind
wild,
blowing.
for sure.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Anywho, leave you with that nugget, dude. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if we're done.
No, we should be done. It feels
Yeah.
done.
We can wrap up if we
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, we're
Feels
trying.
done.
I'm trying to smoke. No,
Ayo.
you say that, but
no,
that's exactly what
that is what
do.
we're gonna do. But that's not why we're stopping.
That's not why we're stopping.
That's
it just,
not
it
why we're
feels pretty
stopping.
Good.
yeah, it
pretty
feels
good.
pretty good.
But yeah, it's been good to be back on the Jam Brain. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's been a while. We've been busy. We did the album. We did the video.
Yeah.
Heavy on My Back. That was a great experience. We
Yeah.
could probably do a podcast. We should do one with Joel and just talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
We'll bring
great.
the video
Would love
guy
that.
on. Great
Yeah,
idea.
cool. So yeah, we got some stuff in the works. Still gonna do a live one here eventually too.
Totes.
And yeah, see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Peace.
Jam Brian.